How we started off? Not sure. Last time it came through, I did listen to it back, so hopefully that beer cracking open transferred over. But what's up, everybody, dude? You know we're doing this shit again. Um, Not really sure why or for who again, but honestly, it was nice the first time around. It was kind of cathartic for me, so we're back. Just cracking up in another beer. First of all, take a sip. Uh, okay, we got a little interesting beer choice today. I want to get into that in a sec, but yeah, dude, just hope everybody, if anyone's listening, is doing all right. Getting your fucking steps in. You know me, dude. I've been averaging like 10K a day over the last week. I mean, 6.5 flights of stairs. I'm basically like a high endurance athlete at this point. So I hope you guys are also getting them in. But yeah, dude, on the first beer, it's good as I remember. So this one's got a little history too. I was in the liquor store looking around, like what do I want to drink for this next show. Um, and then I saw it and I knew immediately I had to do it. What I am sipping on is a fucking Sol. Now, you might not even have heard of this beer, right? It's from Mexico, not very popular here. Whenever I do see it in a liquor store, there's only like one or two like 6 packs in there. But dude, it's actually one of the first beers I've ever tried. My first job, I was delivering pizzas, had a bunch of Mexicans in the kitchen. And every Friday they would like make homemade tacos. First time I ever had street tacos, dude, been hooked ever since. And they would just slam Sol. And they let me try one day, even though I was like 19. Um, and like up to that point, I'd only had like Coors Light and like Keystone, like shitty beers. So like I had a Sol. I was like, damn, this is actually pretty good. I know they would like crush lime into it and like dump salt in there to like to taste or whatever. But for me, dude, just a Sol straight up was pretty good. And yeah, it still holds up. And honestly, $10 for a 6 pack, not bad. I mean, if you're ever like looking for a little something light, different, dude, Sol, it hits the spot. I'm telling you. So yeah, man. What else? What have I been up to? What I've been, it's been a week since I talked to you guys. It's Wednesday night now. This is my Saturday night, so this isn't like middle of the week for me. I work all weekend. This is coming up, so tonight's my one night where you can kind of chill out. Hopefully get some sleep tomorrow after I take the babe to daycare. But yeah, man. So we're gonna share some thoughts, have some beers tonight, and let's get into it. So, dude, right before I hopped in here. I help my lady find her phone. She always loses her fucking phone. And dude, like I've realized, like I don't know if anyone else's girl's like this, dude. She has the most insane selective memory like I think I've ever seen. Like she cannot find like she can never find her phone or car keys or like shit that she just had, like the TV remote. Like she can never find it. Always have to find it. But like if I have to ask her like, hey, like I haven't seen like this type of cleaning agent. Or, like, where's the Clorox? Or like, have you seen like, do we have any more mouthwash? She'll be like, yeah, it's in the hallway closet, like third row, behind the fucking toilet paper rolls. Like, she knows exactly where that kind of shit is, and it's pretty bizarre. So like, like short term is terrible, but her long term memory is like on point. And like, dude, when it comes to like shit I've said or done, hold on, I gotta take a drink. Like, dude, she'll never forget anything. Like, she brought up like the other day, she's like, yeah, one of the first times she ever hung out with my friends. She was like, and I still remember what you said that time at Tyler's house. Don't think I'll forget. You told one of your loser friends that bitches come and go, and I remember that. I don't forgive you. Like, dude, she like, I don't know. She has like a fucking filing cabinet in her head from all the dumb shit I've done, but like cannot like, for the life of her, like figure out what she's doing in the moment, dude. It's pretty fucking bizarre. I don't know if you guys can relate with your girls, but yeah, man, it's pretty wild. Dude, the Soul, it's not bad. It's kind of a little flatty. I'm noticing. I don't know if this is like an older 6 pack. Like, it's like crisp when it first hits the palate, but then it like kind of leaves me a little flat afterwards. Don't know what that's about, but we're giving honest reviews over here, so hopefully I don't bust up any future sponsorship opportunities, but we'll see. What else I want to get into, dude? So yeah, like before we hopped in here, I was telling you I had to find her phone while we were watching. We had Miss Rachel on the TV, and for like for those of you who aren't parents, maybe you've like heard of Miss Rachel or like I don't know, just the name and you have like no idea what she's about. Dude, this fucking chick is insane. But like it's still kind of good. Like we put her on in the background like like kids love this shit. Like my daughter like starts singing and like dancing to her songs and like repeating words. Like she's getting her to like talk and like memorize some shit. So like that part's definitely good. But like dude, every now and then she'll say like the most crazy shit. Like I don't know, dude. Like we'll be watching and like they'll just be singing like the wheels on the bus go round and everything's fine, and then the song will finish and like she'll just be like, she'll get on the screen like her face and she has like insane, fucking insane eyes, and she'll just be like, "Can you pretend to be an orange with me?" Yeah, being an orange, sitting on the counter, waiting to be devoured. And like she'll say something like that, dude. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. And like Sam and I look at each other like, did you just hear this shit? Like, what is she talking about? And then like they'll go into the next song. So like, there's like these little moments of pure insanity in between. But yeah, dude, we still put it on though, because it helps calm the daughter down while we're trying to make dinner. So we let her rock. But Miss Rachel, you're fucking insane, girl. But keep it up, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, man. Let's take a sip of beer here. See what else is going on with me. I feel pretty good this week. I don't know. I've gotten decent sleep. Like, I don't know, man. Just I feel like I'm in a good space lately. I was kind of struggling for a little while, but I feel like I'm kind of back. Dude, what else do I want to get into? So I re-downloaded Facebook, just to see like memories, cause like it's pretty funny to look back on like what my idiot friends and I would like say to each other, and like all this shit is documented on Facebook, but you can only see it through like memories. So I fucking pray that none of this shit gets out, but like looking back through our old conversations is pretty insane. And then it's also just me like posting emo fucking song lyrics. God, I was so cringe as a fucking high school student. Like, dude, oh my god. Probably look so like I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't fucking care. But like I'm just thinking like looking back at him like this is fucking sad. I'm kind of a pussy. But moving on. But yeah, dude, I re-downloaded, look at memories and shit, and like every now and then I'll like actually scroll and like see what's going on my feed, and dude, I regret it almost every time. I don't know, dude. If you guys are still on Facebook, like God bless. I don't know what you're seeing on there. My shit is a cesspool. It's like one dude will just like post parlays. Like that's fine, dude. Do you, bro? Fucking flex on them. Do what you got to do. Only post the dubs though. I'm on to you. We got like baby daddy, baby mama beef, like where I'm friends with like both these people, and I see some of their posts sometimes, and like baby daddy's like, yo, don't fucking believe a word that comes out of baby mama's mouth, like I'm not naming names, and then like like a day later I'll see her say something like, yo, my baby daddy's fucking on some bullshit, like if he ever tries to hit you up, don't believe a word he said. Like they're just going at each other through the third person. It's pretty wild. I got another dude who like always talks about how much he hates politics, and then like we'll argue about politics in his comments of the same post to people that like respond to it, which is pretty bizarre. It's like I don't know, he probably just wants attention. I get like oddly specific ads in between, which I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think we've been getting this shit for a while, but I had one the other day where it was like I was literally just like, I think I mentioned I need a new Xbox controller, and like that day, dude, like I'm on Facebook and it's like, here's your new Xbox controller you were just like talking about. So that shit's still going on. Um, and yeah, then there's just my homie Tehran posting. He's the only guy whose posts I look forward to. He'll just say some shit like rewatching Dragon Ball Z. Frieza was racist as hell, bro. Why he keep calling them monkeys, bro? Like I feel like he's talking to me. Like that's almost word for word one of his posts. So shout out to T Light. I fucking enjoy your shit, bro. Keep putting out the content for me. But yeah, I try to stay off Facebook though, otherwise, because that shit is crazy. Just need the memories though. Always look forward to looking at the memories. Ah, this beer's going down easy, man. They go down easier every time, I swear. But yeah, we were out with some homies last weekend, and I was like thinking like we usually go to breweries, and like I don't know if breweries are like it over the bar. Like I was really trying to think about this. Like we normally go like I don't know, like the vibe's kind of cooler, I think, in a brewery. But like as far as the beers go, like unless there's something I really want to get, like you're just paying like double the price, and like none of the beers are like that crazy good, like at least locally at this point in time. So I'm like, I might just start going to bars again, dude. I have to make bars great again. The breweries were winning for a while, like the Liberals were onto something, but I think I think going back to just like, sitting at a bar, getting a fucking Miller Coors Light, like watching a fucking game, ordering food. You can't get food at breweries around here. It's kind of bullshit unless they have like a food truck. So I think we might just have to bring bars back. I think it's time. My wallet agrees. Like I don't know, dude. I think it's time to go back to our old ways. If you have to ask me. But yeah, man. And just like that, dude. First beer slammed. We're on decent pace today. Uh, this might be a quicker pod. I have come prepared, better prepared with some topics. I mean, yeah, dude. I think after last week, like it was kind of a feeling out pod. It still kind of is. It's like I'm still working on some stuff. Like I'm trying to have enough topics to where I have too many, and like I'm not just rambling at the end like last time. And like this is hopefully this will be my last podcast with this current mic. Because I'm trying to upgrade. Because the last one, it's pretty staticky. Like it's going through an Xbox controller right now. Like I'm on some pretty fucking hood like setup right now. So trying to clean that up. But yeah, man. Let me go grab beer number two. All right, stay right there. All right, we're back, dude. Took a quick piss, grabbed a beer. You know me. No wasted motion over here. Crack that boy open. Got some imports. Got to use a bottle opener this time, you know? Take a sip. Ah. Can you pretend to be homeless with me? Being homeless, no one left to turn to. Alone on the street with nothing to eat. Hmm. Dude, if you ever like if you have kids or like you ever watch this dude, this is spot on. I promise you, she says insane shit just like that, dude. I promise. But anyway, what else do I want to talk about, man? Like I'm just talking about random shit. This is something I thought of though, and I kind of put some numbers together just to see it on paper. It's pretty fucking crazy, but so like thinking of like talking about 10,000 steps, I was like that reminds me of like the 10,000 hours. Like this shit was like super popular like a decade ago or so with Malcolm Gladwell wrote a book on it and like people were talking about it, some TED Talks, all that shit. But it was like 10,000 hours of doing something. Like becoming an expert after that long and then like but the key is like it's not just 10,000 hours, it's also like working towards improving during those 10,000 hours. So I was like trying to think like what is that actually when you break down those hours and the time spent, like what does that look like? So I was like, have I ever even hit 10K hours doing like anything like in total? So I was thinking my current job, like you have to work at one place for 5 years, 40 hours a week on average. That will total like 2 weeks of vacation a year, whatever. That totals like 10,000 hours. That's 5 years of working at the same place full time. And that's like not just working, like to be an expert, you have to do that, but also like every waking hour you're there, you have to be trying to like maximize your efficiency and how good you are at your job to actually become an expert. And I've never worked at one place for 5 years. Like I'm on year three at my current job. My last gig I was at for 4 years. So I haven't even hit that just numbers wise. So technically not an expert in that. I was trying to think of like stuff I've done, like playing guitar. I might have been on pace in like high school, but I haven't played that much recently. Like nowhere near close doing that. Like gaming, like even like playing let's say I played Halo. Well, obviously, like I've played Halo for like I don't know, 15 years now, but like it's been broken up into different games, like couple hours a week, couple hours a night, whatever it was. But like not every minute spent is like, dude, I'm trying to like maximize my potential here, like whatever. So that doesn't count. Like even something like fucking driving, like hold on, let me take a sip of beer here. I was trying to break it down, like I think I drive like an average of an hour to like an hour and a half a day, probably. And like it's like even less on weekends, but whatever. But like, let's round up to an hour and a half a day. You would have to have started 18 years ago to hit 10K hours. So like, I haven't even hit that yet. Like, even with like me being in my 30s, I still haven't. I don't think I've driven enough to be considered an expert at driving yet. It's just like a crazy number to hit. And then I was like, finally, all right, this is one we definitely had to have hit, right? Like being a student, like we were all in grade school, high school, college, whatever. Like you should hit that around. I think it takes 10 years of school to hit 10,000 hours. So like, yeah, you will hit that in like high school, but like we're not using like every like hour minute to like be better students. Like we're just there, you know what I mean? Unless you're just like a super nerd or like even those like I don't know. I say all this to say like I don't think like most of us are experts in anything. Like honestly, like unless you take your job that seriously, like I understand. And maybe like if you're fucking super into working out, you worked out like an hour to 2 hours a day for the last 10 years or longer, like that is something that you could be considered an expert in, which like maybe people have hit by this point in our life. But I was trying to think like, dude, what if it's that insane to get that? Like what would I actually want to focus my time into to hit those hours? Like it's a tough question. So, I think like for me, the fact that I've been writing like an hour a day or more, like hopefully that continues. Like I know me, I'll fall off real quick. It don't take much, but I'm trying to be on my shit. That's why I'm doing this podcast already again, dude. I'm just trying to be on point these days. But like writing would be cool. And like when I am writing, I feel like I am kind of focusing on the craft. Like I'm not just like I feel like I am doing it to improve while doing it in itself. So that's something that I would like to hit over my and this is like over my lifetime. This isn't just like something that's going to happen quickly. Like I'm just trying to think what 10K hours I want to hit over my lifetime. Writing would be sick. Like being in a career eventually, like being able to like move my way up and like maximize my abilities and like what I can offer to wherever I'm at. Like that's something that I'm for sure trying to do. Like I'm not just at work like fucking around. Like I'm actually like trying to be the best like employee. Like I don't know. That shit sounds gay when I say it out loud, but like doing it as a career, yes. So writing, like me and my career, um, and then I think exercise has got to be it. Like starting to get back on it, but like we're talking your whole lifetime. Like you got to have like sustaining habits that you're trying to improve with. And I think like those are good like foundation and then maybe something else. Like I don't know if I want to get back into guitar. It seems like pretty daunting at this point. Like I've been off it for so long. It's a lot of, you know, it's like a lot of effort and attention and focus to do that. So we'll see. But yeah, dude, 10,000 hours, like when I first heard of it, I was like, yeah, I'll probably hit that in like a lot of different aspects of my life. Like 10,000 hours is not really that much. It actually kind of is when it has to be like focused fucking attention. So yeah, dude, just something to think about for me, for you, maybe. But sip my beer here. So yeah, man, what else is going on, dude? I told you guys in the last app like I feel like I'm on my phone too much. In general, like podcasts, scrolling, whatever. Like something's always going on. I do still go on Reddit though, and I'll tell you, people hate on Reddit. For me, Reddit's like kind of like my personalized like I have my Reddit set to like shit I only really like am into, my interests, like my sports, like music I like. I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not gonna get into all of my fucking interests, but like, I have my Reddit tailored to me, so I don't mind going on there. Like, sometimes I'll see some cool shit, but like, I had to I had to bring up like I always see funny shit on there, and like, dude, people are fucking funny. Like, and like, it's like the crowdsourcing of likes to like push the funniest comments to the top. So like, I just like screenshotted some funny shit I saw over the last couple weeks or the last week just to like, I don't know, shit that I laugh at when I see it, but let me see what's going on, dude. So there's a Ask Reddit. What's a normal thing you didn't realize was unusual until you were older? What's a normal in quotes thing you didn't realize was actually unusual until you were older? The top comment says, blowing into the tube on the black box so my grandpa could drive to the gas station. So he's he's blown into a breathalyzer so his grandpa can fucking drive. So his grandpa can drive him somewhere basically. So that was pretty fucking funny. I laughed at myself. What else? This guy says, um, "What are you in the top percent worldwide for?" I was like, oh, "That's an interesting question. Like, what could I don't know. Maybe like a specific game you play or like I don't know. Top 1% of the world. Like that's there's probably something that I do. Maybe playing Halo. I don't know, man. But this guy, the top comment says jerking me off, jerking himself off. True. You are in the top 1% of the world for that. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that getting hundreds of likes, pushing it to the top. That's a good call by that guy. What else, man? Yeah, dude. Like always some good shit on Reddit. Here's something cool I saw. If the whole population on Earth entered a 1v1 knockout event, you would need to win 33 times to be grand champion of everyone on Earth. So like, I don't know, the population's 7 billion. That means the first round, 3.5 billion people, one on one. Second half, 1.75 billion, and so on and so on. And that only actually takes 33 times for two people to be left. So I don't. How far do you think you could get? You think you could win 3 rounds randomly if you were paired up against, like, first round, you probably get someone from Asia. I don't know. Fuck them up probably. No offense to those fucking dudes over there. I need to fucking relax. Second beer's starting to hit. Yeah, man. How many rounds do you think you could last before you got taken down? And like, dude, 33 times. You could have like an easy bracket, get lucky, dude. I don't know, man. Could you make it to like halfway? I don't know. But I think that's pretty cool. Numbers get pretty number like the initial post said like how many times can you fold a piece of paper before it gets like insanely hard is like 7 or 8 times, and you got to bring like a fucking forklift into the equation. So pretty crazy how numbers can get narrowed down quickly. And then the last Reddit post I saw, this shit was fucking crazy. I just saw this today. It's not crazy really. It's just like the what the restaurant said. So there's a post about Patriots members going to party at a restaurant in Boston, probably like after the AFC Championship game or something. Not sure exactly when, but here's the statement. So apparently the restaurant owners they were liable at this point, and they like could lose licenses or something. So this is their statement to defend themselves from the Patriots party. All right, quote. Police found at least 6 large hookahs, at least 3 nude or partially nude women, $1 bills scattered on the floor, and multiple bottles of liquor. The employees at Estella's, whatever, told police they were not aware of the hookahs or any type of smoking, and said that someone must have accidentally dropped all the cash when the police arrived, sorry. This is what the officers put in their report. Um, so yeah, the players all brought in all this shit, all the money, the drugs, the alcohol, all came in duffel bags, and the hookers just looked like normal people. Um, they didn't even serve their own drinks after 2 a.m. No, they were drinking their own shit. And honestly, they didn't even pay their bar tab afterwards. So we had nothing to do with these guys. My favorite part of this whole thing, it's insane, like an insane statement from the restaurant, but my favorite part is someone accidentally dropped cash all over the floor in front of strippers. Um, in front of three nude or partially nude women. Let's just call them strippers. Yeah, cash all. God, I hate when I'm just like at a restaurant and I'm just like carrying my duffel bag and I trip and just drop like thousands of $1 bills everywhere. I fucking hate when that happens. So honestly, I'm on team restaurant here. Hopefully they don't lose their licenses. But yeah, man, that was some crazy shit I saw on Reddit. Let's take a sip of beer here. What else, dude? What's up with me, man? Oh, dude, shout out to Reddit also on the topic. This is the last thing. I'm like sucking Reddit. It's kind of weird at this point, like how hard I'm going for Reddit. But, um, dude, I had to replace a bulb on my wife's car, and like the fucking cover on top of it, I could not remove no matter how hard I tried. There's like sharp metal all around it. Like I couldn't get my hand in there to like yank the fucking cover off. And like I had people at work. I had like one of our drivers whose like whole fucking job is like to take care of his car and replace parts like this. He's like, "Yeah, I can't get that thing off, dude. I don't know why they sealed it on there so tight. Like you might have to take it in to do it." So I was like googling like how can I get this thing off? And like Google AI is like, "Yeah, just you got to find a way to loosen it up, try all these methods to loosen it." And then like the car website itself wasn't helping me. Like all these places I was looking like to try to avoid going to a shop where they charge me like $100 to pop it off. And then like one commenter on a Reddit thread, it had one upvote, a single upvote. This guy says, actually on this exact model, there's actually a hidden lever underneath the button that releases it, and you don't actually have to turn it. Like you just press this button in, and the thing will just pull out. You don't actually twist it off. So I feel around under there again, and sure enough, like I got all the way under the center of it, and like kind of in, like it was like hidden. It was a hidden lever, and I fucking instantly popped off. This one guy on Reddit, dude, no likes, nobody replied to his thing, and this guy saved me a trip to the fucking mechanic. So shout out to that guy. That guy rules. What else is going on though? I mean, I don't like want to get too into sport. Like I'm a fucking big basketball fan, so I feel like I just have these thoughts throughout the week. I'm listening to like NBA podcasts and like people talk about the game. Not watching as many games as I'd like to anymore because I'm going to bed pretty early. But I'm trying to like I had these thoughts of like the trade deadline that just happened. Now we've kind of seen players on their new squads and like what squad is actually benefiting now that we have some like evidence, some sample size, and which squad's kind of fucked up at the trade deadline. So I'm gonna go over some quick trade deadline winners and fucking dipshits over here. So let's do the dipshits first because I want to put the Sixers right at the top. You guys traded a young, fun, you just drafted him. He's way better than you thought he would have been. Jared McCain. You trade him to the best team in the league. You get a shitty first round pick that's going to be like the 25th pick that's going to turn into probably nobody unless you're really lucky, and like a couple second round picks that they're going to fucking sell for cash like they always do. Like, dude, you guys do this, and then now all of a sudden we get one injury and we have no one, like we have no one on our squad to take his minutes. And like, dude, you just give up on young talent for nothing, you cheap fucks. You're pissing me off. Not gonna get bogged down on the Sixers again though. Also, dipshits, the Warriors for finally trading Jonathan Kuminga for like Porzingis, who's like fighting for his life. He has some kind of crazy disease where he can't actually play basketball games because he's sick. And they put sick like in quotes, and that's all they say about it, like in hushed tones. It's very weird. But like, dude, and Jonathan Kuminga's balling on the Hawks. It's like you guys should have traded him so long ago. You waited till now, and you got nothing back. Like a guy who's literally on his deathbed, and like you got nothing for him. So like, you guys fucked up. The Mavericks. I want to bring up the Mavericks, like because they traded Anthony Davis, and this officially, like, this is what they got for the Luka trade at this point. They traded Anthony Davis for like a shitty first round pick and like salary, and that's it. Like you got two first round picks for Luka Doncic. You got fucking dudes like Rudy Gobert getting four first round. Like, dude, that's all you got for one of the best players in the league. Like you just shipped him out overnight. Like he was like I don't know, dude. It was the craziest situation, and now the final tally's here, and it's like wow, you got two first round picks for a franchise changing player. You fucking idiots. I think that was it for the losers. I just have like a couple sad franchises at this point whose like fan bases I feel like the Bulls. What are you guys doing in Chicago, dude? Like you finally traded Vucevic like years afterwards, and you got like nothing for him. You got salary back. You got a second round pick maybe. It's like you guys traded multiple first round picks for him, refused to trade him for years and years so you could be the eighth seed, and now you finally got rid of him. Like it's just sad. Like they're just in nowhere. They have like nine guards on their team. Like it's I I hope better days are ahead for Chicago because they're fun. Like you want them to be good. Same thing for the Kings and the Pelicans. Just like, God, dude, if I was a fan of these teams, I'm just like, what are we doing here, man? Like every year, like we're just floundering and doing nothing, and at best hoping to be mediocre. It sucks. So I just wanted to. Those are the sad boy franchises, and we got some deadline winners. I would say Cavaliers getting James Harden was they look pretty good so far. You know how he is in the playoffs, so we'll see. But I think it's been a good trade for them so far. They look pretty scary when they're fully healthy. I think the Wizards, dude. I think they um, I think they made a good decision. Like, not a, they made. You have to take it in context with Washington. Like, no free agents ever want to sign there, and they have cap space they have to use. So, like, why not take a chance on Trae Young for which costs you nothing, for Anthony Davis, which costs you one shitty first round pick? Like, put these players in with your young players, and just see what happens. Like, maybe you can compete if you get a top three pick. If you end up with Darren Peterson or one of these like elite prospects on top of Trae Young, Anthony Davis, Alex Sarr. Like that's a really interesting team, and I don't know how else they're gonna build it. So I think that's pretty cool out of them. And I'm kind of looking forward to watching them next year. So shout out to the Wizards. Um, and then lastly, I think the Bucks were a winner by not trading Giannis. I said this at the time. I said I would love for like have Philly to try to done something for him, and like I think some teams like made good offers, but I think the best route was to just wait it out this year, let him get fully healthy, And then in the summertime, there's going to be teams that are not as good that get bounced in the first round. Like there's going to be a sweepstakes. This is what the Mavericks should have done with Luka. They should have waited until the summer and then had a bidding war. But then they just shipped him out overnight. Like Giannis, they kept him in Milwaukee. And now this summer, like let the opening bid begin. Like it's gonna be crazy, dude. Like to see what he actually goes for if he's traded. So I think that was a really good move by them, even though it kind of disappointed everybody. Shout out to Kalshi. Shout out to Giannis being sponsored by Kalshi. That's crazy shit. But yeah, man, just little quick NBA corner right there. I had to get my thoughts out. But yeah, man. With that said, that is the end of the second beer. You know what that means. The third and final on the way. I think my favorite segment of the pod is coming up, so let me crack this third beer open and we'll fucking hop into it, alright? Here we go. Number 3, cracking open. Third and final. Yes, sir. Take a sip.
Can you pretend to be toast with me? I'm toast in the toaster. I'm getting very hot. Tick tock, up I pop.
Dude, I told you this chick's insane, bro. If you didn't believe me, like, I swear to God, every time we watch her, she says some insane, like, why, like, why are kids watching this shit? Why are we pretending to be toast? What are we doing here? God damn it. All right. Sol though, man. I think I've kind of had a bounce back after the end of the first beer kind of left me feeling a little, I don't know, a little wanting, a little dry, I don't know. But the second beer was good. I feel like I was kind of talking more than I was focusing, but I think yeah, dude, I think it's kind of making a comeback. Like I said, $10 for a six pack in this economy, not bad at all, man. All right, now I want to get into the topic that I was kind of thinking about the most over the last week. Um, I don't know what sparked this, honestly, but I've been thinking about like I think it was because I was thinking of the Killers. So, little spoiler alert for the first album here, but I was thinking their debut album was so strong. I was trying to think of like what are the best debut albums of my lifetime because like who came out of nowhere and just dropped like fucking masterpieces. So I really like kind of did a deep dive, and this is what I come up with. Obviously it's kind of filtered through my perspective and what I like, but like I feel like I have strong cases for all these, so I'm interested, you know, you guys can hear me out, maybe you give some input, but this is what I have. So that Killers album, just to do a little recap, 4 radio hits that are still all in rotation today. 4 fucking bangers. So, 22 years later, we still got Mr. Brightside, Smile Like You Mean It, all these things that I've done. All 3 like unreal songs. And then you have Somebody Told Me, not one of my personal favorite songs, but like, dude, that song was all over the radio and still is on like alternative stations today. So, 4 bangers. Even their opening song, Jenny Was a Friend of Mine, was getting radio play at some point. Like, dude, they had no fucking business coming out of the gate that hot. And they're also just like an insanely good live band. Um, Watched them in Philly 2 years ago, and they just put on a hell of a show. So shout out to the Killers, dude. But yeah, that's that fucking unreal opening album. So that got me thinking, like, what else, man? What else have I listened to, or like, have I kind of been adjacent to growing up, and see what I could put together here. So take a little sip. All right, here's a good one. This one might kind of be a little surprise, but I think just let me lay it out. So I have the Man of the Moon by Kid Cudi. Man on the Moon, sorry. I think just like the storytelling, I think like in a day and age of like where rappers are just like rapping about the shit they got and the bitches they're fucking, like he showed like a vulnerability and like I think it inspired so many rappers that came after him, which they can attest to even, but like just to recap the album itself, I just think its place in history is super interesting, but Pursuit of Happiness, like top 5 song played during I think my entire high school career. Soundtrack of my life was just like real shit. You didn't hear from most rappers during that time. I mean, and then like radio play, obviously day and night got a shit ton of radio play. Up and Away was even on the radio. He had some other even just like I don't know. Uh, Makers Say I think I've heard on maybe on the radio, definitely heard on like playlists by my friends and shit. A little sampling of Poker Face, and then like Man on the Moon's probably my favorite off that album. Just a fucking vibe. Still in my rotation today, but yeah, dude. Shout out to Kid Cudi. I think that was a super inspirational album, and to have it be his first ever like studio album's pretty fucking dope. So kudos to him. Next we have the College Dropout. I mean, come on, dude. Obviously, we all know Kanye's a little insane today. Uh, kind of gone off the deep end a little bit, but growing up, Kanye was he was the GOAT, dude. He was the best in the game for a little while, in my opinion. He made his producing, the beats he made, like all of that shit was fire. I mean, and to just come out and drop College Dropout on the world, like, I mean, come on, like he kind of did both too. Like he was doing the flex rap that I was just talking about, but he was also like kind of introspective about it. Like All Falls Down, banger. Jesus Walks, not really my cup of tea, but was definitely on the charts, like topping charts for a while there. Through the Wire, I mean, great fucking song. Even Slow Jams, I'm pretty sure was on the radio for a little while. And then just I don't know, just banger after banger. Like We Don't Care, still in my rotation. Heard 'Em Say is a great song. Never skip it if it comes on. Just a really good influential album from my childhood, but I know like influenced a lot of other rappers too, and just kind of put Kanye on the trajectory that just made him who he is. You know, the rise and fall, I guess, but definitely propelled him on his way. So shout out to that album. It's a fucking great one, dude. No one can deny it. And then this is my bias maybe showing a little bit, but dude, let me talk it out. So, been listening to a lot of Third Eye Blind lately, and then I didn't realize like their first album, like how many fucking bangers were on it. Um, their lead singer Steve Jenkins, just like a really good lyricist. Apparently, he was a rapper before, like he couldn't get a career going, so he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start a band." And then just immediately, the band he just formed immediately just drops all these bangers. So let me run through some of them. First of all, they had the number one rock song in all of '97, I think it was, which was "Semi Charmed Life." Not one of my favorite Third Eye Blind songs, but obviously super popular at the time. So that was on there. What do you still have? Jumper. Everybody like a little darker theme, but everybody knows and loves Jumper. I think that one Jim Carrey movie pushed it kind of to the forefront for a little while, but it's always been a good song. Uh, what else, man? How's it gonna be? Obviously, still fucking pumping it out today on rock stations. Just three right there. Like you have three like top 10 level hits, which is pretty wild on your debut album. And they just have songs that were getting radio play, but kind of aren't now, but are still good songs, like Losing a Whole Year and Graduate. And then for me, what like really cements this album is like on the back half of it, they get like slower and they have like a couple more like ballady songs that like start slow and pick up fast. And dude, those are like some of my favorite songs in my rotation right now. Like Motorcycle Drive By and The Background. Dude, two just really fucking really great songs. Honestly, if there weren't for a couple like mid-ass like songs in the middle there, like some pretty skippable songs, this would be like an all-time album. But for me, like as far as just debut albums go, it's pretty hard to top what they were able to put together here. So yeah, man, those are my four. I think off the top of my head over the last week. I thought a little bit about it. Um, if you disagree with any of those or have any of your own, I'd love to hear it. Like, shoot me a text. What you got, dude? Let's talk music. Let's talk some fucking shop. Um, and when I was doing this exercise, I was thinking of other bands. Like as I was going through it, like let me see what their first album was. And dude, there was a lot of shit first albums. Like, um, let me think. Like Blink's first couple albums were all dog shit. Do not hold up at all. Rough listening, maybe a couple songs, one or two songs per album at max. Most of it was dog shit. They had to find their sound. Same thing with Green Day. Like took them a few albums, but their first album, 1039 Smooth Out Slappy Hours, like I'm never gonna listen to that album ever again. Grew up loving Green Day, still listen to it. Like I like listening to them. I don't really seek them out anymore, but obviously a great band. But their first couple albums, they were also kind of figuring out who they were as a band. And then the Chili Peppers, like one of my most recent like listened to favorite bands, they were shit for like 8 years until they figured out like, I mean, they were still like, I don't know, like really good bass. Like musically, they're fine, but like, dude, it was there. It's tough to listen to their old shit, dude. And it took them like 8 years until they finally dropped like Blood Sugar Sex Magic, which is like obviously took off from there. But yeah, dude, sometimes it just takes time for people to find their sound. But the four bands that I listed just got together and the magic started immediately, which I think is super dope for them. So shout out to them, man. But yeah, let me know what you think about that shit. I don't know. I don't want to start rambling again. I was thinking though, dude, like me personally, I think I've been walking a lot more, obviously trying to get my fucking step game in. I promise this is the last time I'll fucking bring it up. But I was thinking like I've never been into like meditating and shit like that. Like I just can't sit still for too long. I think I have ADHD or I'm autistic or something, but I can't really do it. But I think and like walking and like while you're trying to process something or think about something is like fucking key, dude. It's like people that go on hikes probably like feel this and they don't really know what's going on. I just think there's something about forward motion while you're like working on something. Like I was thinking about stuff I wanted to talk about on this pod and I was like, I don't know, just thinking about random shit, like trying to collect my thoughts, but doing it while walking, there's something that just like there's something momentous about doing that that just sparks some creativity. It sparks new thoughts. It kind of helps you engage with it more. And I just highly recommend, dude. If you're not into, everyone hears like the benefits about meditating, but it always sounds kind of like I don't know, like it's still not quite in the mainstream yet. Like people kind of look at it sideways, kind of like therapy in a way. We'll get into that shit later, but I don't know. I think it's a good thing, and if you're not like down to just sit still and like fucking say hum or listen to yourself, like just go for a walk. Don't listen to music. Just be with yourself. Just think about shit. I think you'll come out of the other side just feeling good, dude. So I've been doing a lot of that, and yeah, man, really into that lately. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop being a bitch and start lifting weights again soon. I'm gonna start running again soon. But for now, I'm just trying to lay a consistent like foundation while it's still like fucking cold outside. Like just do something every day. Do something that I don't want to do. Do something whether it's writing, getting up and like shutting my fucking podcast off, whatever I gotta like do something. Try to build towards something and then let that momentum carry itself. So when it is time to start running again, maybe I'll go back to the gym. Uh, I don't know. I just hate doing shit by myself, which I don't know. I gotta I gotta get by for sure. Like I like going to the gym with friends or like having a homie to like talk to in between sets while we like rotate. Like that shit's fun, but I gotta get on the shit by myself and quit being a little pussy. So I think that's probably all I have for this week, guys. I mean, third beer is about to be polished off. I had some philosophy shit that I wanted to ramble on about, but it's not fully formed yet, and I don't want to half-ass it. So we're gonna save that segment for a later pod. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna sign off here. Good to get these thoughts out. Good to finish off this third beer. Let me take the final sip. And man, there's just something about that third beer, dude. I don't know what it is. I think we need to dedicate research towards the third beer, get people to study it, figure out what's going on here. But I feel fucking great right now. And I love everybody listening to this shit. Peace.